and Calvin. I'm Calvin. That guy right there that can't keep calling. And we've been gone for a little while and we were delayed. But this has been tough on both. Now back, we're here. And we're going
Jerome.
to talk about Snowfall, but we want to first, you know what,
Hey,
Garland, I'll let you speak.
I, I don't want to say too much. I just want to dedicate this song to Uncle Jerome, Jam and Jerome. We gonna miss you, Jerome. Unc, Unc, Unc.
I mean,
How do I say goodbye to what
How we gonna say goodbye to your Jerry Carol, Unc? You kept it real for us.
I was good. Franklin, first of all, Garland, you tried to spoil it for us, but you didn't spoil it because I was good
I'm going
until
to apologize later. I know people was mad with me.
I was good until Franklin looked down and was like, "Oh!" And then when I almost lost it. I just couldn't take it anymore, and I just we miss you, Jerome,
We
and
miss you, bro.
if there was some way just to bring your spirit back. Wait, hold on. What? Who's who's that? Hold on, Garland.
All
Wait a
right.
minute. Hold on. Who's that? Why are you coming in my?
What happened? Did we lit? What? Where are? Was it Louis? Was Stacy? What happened? Oh my God, this is so sad. What? Is he coming back? We're trying to mourn Uncle Jerome. Where he go? Where you at? Oh Lord, Stacy is here, y'all.
Hey, Stacy, what you talking about, fat nigga? This is now all things black with Uncle Jerome
Uncle Jerome that came from
and God. I don't know what you niggas been over here talking about. Let me tell y'all little niggas something. First of all, let me look at this. My Jerry Curl still popping. I can't even get these damn headphones around the Jerry Curl. My chain still popping. Anyway, what you want? Y'all miss me? Y'all mourn me? Y'all don't act like y'all do. You know what? I'm taking over the show now. You go on, Garland. What is it that you guys say? This fat nigga down there, you stay right there, fat nigga. So let's move on with the show. You had all this music for me. Let's just move on with the show. Let me straighten my.
Unc, I just want to thank you, Unc, for teaching us how to squabble. You taught us how to squabble. You made an honest woman out of Louis. You just held us down, man. The club, the speakers. I thank you, man, because you put that subwoofer in my BMW. So I really appreciate you. Thank God for you. You know, you was a good man. You was a good man.
So let me make sure I get this straight. So all this drug dealing I'm doing, the only thing you want to thank me for is putting a subwoofer in your motherfucking BMW. Yeah, I did that, but that's in the past. Who in here saying somebody call Louis?
Call Louis.
We need to call Louis. I'm Louis. The reason why I'm dead. I mean, I love her,
right?
But Louis got me shot. Anyway, let's go on with the show. Yeah, let's go on.
A lot of people mad at Louis right now. So I don't know what to say about that, but a lot of people are mad with Louis. So let's go. I'm a little discombobulated. All right. He got me. All right. So not everybody will make it out of Snowfall, as we see our special guest Jerome did not make it out of the sixth and final season alive. But we're gonna try to move on as best as we can. And so last week, Unc, he was fed up with the crack game. And we said that. As a matter of fact, as you call him, that fat nigga, me and him said that. The other light-skinned fat nigga over here, we said that Uncle Jerome was fed up with the crack game. And we was right. And so Uncle Jerome, he just fed up with the chaos, and he told Louis he wanted out and couldn't do it anymore. But Louis wasn't ready to leave, reminded him of the promises that she had made Teddy, as well as having their money tied up in Panama. Now, while Jerome helped her he agreed to do a drop, he was firm in his decision to lead. And unfortunately, their family feud, because they've been fighting with your nephew all this season, towards the end of last season too, because they wanted to break off, and Aunt Louis stole the connect. And so it finally caught up with them. And so Kane, he kidnapped Louis based on information that Franklin had provided. And he had her beaten and tortured at a warehouse. He called Franklin in the killer, but Franklin, he was smooth with it. Your nephew was smooth, and he declined. But he secretly called you, Uncle Jerome, and they formed a plan to help her escape. Meanwhile, your boy Kane invited the homies over to run a train. Choo choo!
Oh, chill,
and it was led, choo choo! They were going to run a train on Louis, and it was going to be led by a local pimp, Stacy. So let's talk about your boy Stacy. I've never seen Stacy on any other episode, and so let's talk about Kane and them about to run the train on Louis. They doing a whole bunch of talking, but they ain't taking none of Louis' clothes off. What was that? What was up with that, Uncle Jerome?
Let me tell you something. You got two types. You got two types of niggas out here on the west side. You got scared niggas, and you got scared of niggas. And them niggas was just scared of me because they knew that if they touched Louis, I was going to kill their ass. And we got this damn Percy. Now listen,
Percy. I said Stacy. Percy. Excuse me.
If Snoop Dogg and DJ Quick had a baby, it would be Percy. Percy coming out here talking like he bout it, like he calling my Louis a loquacious hoe. You's a loquacious hoe. You calling my Louis a loquacious hoe. I can't believe he said that. But you know what? You right. We put family over everything. What y'all on them social medias, on them internets and stuff? FOE. Family over everything, but Franklin needed to because Franklin was about to die. Because I don't play that. But when it come to Louis, we're gonna come together. I appreciate that with Franklin. But I don't want to talk about them not taking my woman's clothes off because they shouldn't have had her in there anyway. She was all beat up in the face, and
right. But she was still pretty in the waist. She was beat up in the face, but she was pretty in the waist. And Percy was looking it over like, yes, I could put this on the stroll right now. I take this. You's a loquacious. You got a lot of money. And she even hit Percy in the heart. Like, I can tell you had the R. Kelly experience. Your mama was bringing the tricks home, and you had a whole bag of dings in your mouth. I understand that she was a little freak. And Stacy said, it don't make no difference. I'm still going to do it to you.
Louis was probably done seen it before. We from the hood. Louis done seen it. Louis, your mama bring them Johns home, and them Johns be sticking them ding dongs in your mouth. And that's what he had, them ding dongs in his mouth. Look at his long hair. What grown man? Listen, I keep this tight ass little Jerry curl here, but what grown man wear that long straight hair? Where he going to buy some just for me and straightening it up on his own? He getting the little flat iron and just straightening up on his own.
He had a pressing curl. It looked real good. It was nice and curly. He rodded it up just for that, for Louis. And he had the shirt open. He was ready to get bucked. And so he stopped because bullets start flying. And Jerome, he winds up face to face with Kane, who had a gun pointed at Louis' head. Now, Kane, he tried to level with Jerome. Like, look, OG, we done been through this. Let's just give each other OG pass. I let her go. You let me go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, Although he offered the truth, of course, Uncle Jerome, you refused each other. Black people are just bad shots. So I just don't know. I think everybody's a bad shot in Snowfall because y'all right up on each other. But hey, Kane did hit you right in the middle of the chest. And as your Louis sobbed over your body, Franklin proceeded to process this through his tears. And Jerome's question to Louis earlier in the hour felt more poignant than ever. Was it all worth it? So let me ask you, Uncle Rome, was this all worth it for your woman?
I mean, I died. Of course it wasn't worth it. I was killed. Like, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Let me tell you something. And then it's something. Let me tell you something about you, Garland. Let me tell you something about you, sir. You come out with a whole lot of. You gonna come out and say we bad shots on the west side? Well, he shot me. He wasn't a bad shot that night. Last week he shot me. And I shot him too. So we both in there dead. You know what I mean? Going to hear a bad shot. Let me tell you something about that little Norm Nixon looking nigga. Let me tell you about something about him. First of all,
little Nixon son.
he anyway, but he looked like Norm Nixon. And this nigga gonna try to reach, you know how this gang work. We both from the street. No, nigga, this how this gang work. You touch my woman, I'ma kill you. Unfortunately, he killed me too. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is tough, man. I mean, Jerome was kind of like, I won't say he was the moral center of the series, but he definitely, you know,
you can say that star.
He was the one.
Yeah, I was. I was a motherfucking star. You can say that. Yeah. I was.
So
I tried to get Fall, but they decided on Snowfall because of cocaine or some shit like that.
Jerome Fall, right? So some mess like that. It should have been Jerome's world. And so, who are we gonna blame for this, Louis or Franklin?
Well, I mean, do you want me to speak from my heart or speak from my mind?
I want you to speak from your dead body.
Hold you. What that mean, nigga? What that mean? You just so you're a funny nigga. Let me tell you something. Ultimately, it's Louis' fault. But don't tell her I said that. I mean, what's she gonna do to me? I'm already dead. So
she watches this show. So
and let me tell you, Franklin got something to do with it too. Because Franklin should have never let it get this far. Franklin got something to do with it too. I guess he mad because I killed one of his little bitch bodyguards. I mean,
he did.
But I mean,
he did.
You see how big she was? She was bigger than me, though. I mean, well, what else was I going to do? I had to beat her down. I had to go right upside her head.
Jerome, you beat her to death. And she had a baby. The chick kept on telling you, we ain't had the dollars.
Whatever.
Look,
somebody robbed my stash, so somebody had to pay.
Somebody had to pay. And I think I would say this. Franklin definitely set Louis up. He let them know that she liked to ride the little ponies and whatnot while she out there trying to get her equestrian on. The gangsters pull up and grab her out. And so, Franklin's going to have to pay for this. And Louis said it was your fault because Louis probably know, you sent them. You knew where I was and you sent them over there. And so I'm excited to see what happens tonight. I do want to apologize to our watching audience that I did reveal that Uncle Rome had bit the dust last week and that they were trying to, if you saw me on Twitter too, I said they were trying to pass around Louis like a now later. And, I want to apologize for giving away bits of the story. If you haven't watched, you got a 24-hour window though. If you have not watched it by Friday, you're just going to have to see the memes.
This dude right here, this dude. Now, from what I understand, from what fat nigga down there told me, was that when y'all was doing BMF, like you wasn't even watching BMF within 24 hours. So how you gonna put an ultimatum on the people that watched Jerome fall and had them give an ultimatum? That's just not fair.
Sometimes I was watching BMF for like an hour before the broadcast, and so it just
that ain't no 24 hours. See, but ain't nobody give it up for you. See, let me tell y'all people something. That's how people do. People want you to do as they say, but not as they do. giving up,
Well,
telling people I'm dead before I even knew I was dead.
right, this dude right here, I'm telling you, Uncle Jerome, you still live even in death. And so my thing is, what you think this is gonna do to your sister Sissy? I mean, how's she gonna respond to the death of her baby brother, Uncle Rome? You supposed to be raising Franklin. You supposed to be an example, and Franklin, and you out here dealing crack and coke, and you dead.
Well, first of all, Sissy can't say nothing because Sissy dealing crack and coke, and she done got her husband killed, and she working with
Right.
she working with the Russians. Sissy out here doing some shit on her own, so she ain't got nothing to say. First of
Sissy
all,
was cleaning the money.
and but I love Sissy. That's my family. It's all my family. That's why I just couldn't take it no more. I had to tell Louis it just wasn't worth it for me. I'm fighting my family. I can't even get my car fixed without my man. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know my man Hollywood. My man Hollywood from he from down in New Orleans, so down in Louisiana somewhere. He wouldn't even fix my car because he's seeing people riding in front of her.
He was
just
dangerous in
wasn't
those
worth
last days. He was dangerous in
wasn't
those
worth it.
last days, Uncle
Wasn't
Ron.
worth it.
Now, let me ask you this, Uncle Ron, to close out your segment. What was some of your favorite moments on the series? I mean, is there anything that just stuck out to you that you loved? Any scene? Any outside of doing it to Louis?
Well, first of all, y'all should be watching that anyway. All my favorite scenes in Snowfall have to do with me. It was me. That time I'm gonna give you one. That time when I sat up there and Hollywood said I done seen them guys ride by a couple times, and I said, "What that mean, dude?" That time that Lee Boy came to see me in the bar and wanted to talk to me, and I was just like, "Go and get out of here." Yeah, all the scenes that have to do with me are the best scenes in Jerome Fall. Rest in peace, John Singleton. Matter of fact, me and John got a little lunch outing that we're gonna do up here in heaven. That I'm gonna meet up with him.
That's good. That's good. And I think one of the most powerful characters that we've had on TV in a while, Uncle Jerome. Thank you for the memories. Jerome Saint, y'all. He's been a blessing.
I appreciate that. I guess this means you want me to wake up a little fat nigga down
Yeah,
here.
go get my boy.
Hold on. Let me make sure appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hold on. Little fat nigga, wait.
Yo, oh my God. We have too much time on our hands. And so make sure to join us on Saturday for our sports podcast, Fanboys. We're going to talk about Twitter fingers. Your boy Lamar done gone crazy with the tweets. Cal is coming. He got to deal with Jerome first, and so he'll be right back in a minute. But make sure you listen to us on Saturdays. We broadcast on YouTube, Spotify, and so you can get it all over the place. It's a great discussion and all, and so it's about an hour. But he back, y'all, at the Uncle Jerome. You all right? You all right, bro? I can't hear you. I think you might be on mute. Go ahead. See if you can. You're on mute. Can you hear me? Did Uncle Jerome take your voice box? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Because I cannot hear you. Are you okay? Yeah, I can't hear him either, y'all. He trying to. All right, come on, get your mute together, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
now?
there you go. I can hear you now. There you go.
Yeah, man. Jerome came in here. You see, he messing up the audio, even though
Right. I think the
from.
Jerry curl juice got into the
man. Broke my sunglasses. He done hit me in my eye and everything, man. I just
gotta teach your boy how to squabble. I mean, you're not gonna get this anywhere else, yo. I'm telling you. That performance, that's gonna get my man Calvin an NAACP Image Award. He's gonna beat out Loretta Devine this year. Let's move on. So, bye, Mama. Now, when Franklin murdered Teddy's father, Veronique's mother pushed for her to grab her things and to get out while she could still, since things were getting ugly. Now, it was a valid concern, given that Franklin threatened to go after Teddy's ex-wife and his child next. And then Teddy increased his surveillance on all of Franklin's associates. But Veronique, she a soldier. She a ride or die. I mean, I think if you look it up in the dictionary, she'll be right there holding a key of coke and a gun. And so, what you think about your girl? I thought she was ops for a minute, but it doesn't look like she's ops. She's down for the cause.
Yeah, man. Look like she's sticking by her man. She slighted her mama for her man. She was like, and she broke it down. I'm here with somebody who ain't leave me in the jail.
Right.
Who always gonna be there for me. Yeah, man. She definitely stuck with Franklin. I know you thought she was the ops. I thought she might have been the
I
ops
did.
too. Thought it was something up with her, but nah, she definitely a ride or die. Good for her and
You're
good for
right.
Franklin. Franklin needed to find one.
She,
Shoot. And like Franklin did, he always put her first. Always did it for them, not just for him.
You're gonna put her first when them bullets come. And so she about to ride right off to federal prison or into a grave because Franklin is on a war path. So Frank is still going crazy, but hey, he got his woman by his side. He got the baby. He's still doing what working together. And so we're gonna see what happens tonight. But I want somebody please kill Teddy. This is the part of the story that I understand. Actually, Teddy, yes. The reason why the Saint family is fighting is because of Teddy. Teddy knew he shouldn't have dropped Franklin for Louis and Jerome, but he knew that was going to cause a discord in the family. He was able to sneak in, get Franklin's money, but Teddy, he going crazy. He tried to convince Oso to walk away, and he even threatened to kill him if he didn't. But Oso like, look, my friend, I go talk to my man Franklin, and Franklin's gonna work it out. And as long as he kills Teddy before he goes out of my family, I'll go ahead and go with you, Franklin. So Oso say, look, I remember you was there, my wrestling match the first season when I got banged in the head. You been my boy. So I'm gonna stick with you. Even the essays that you saved me from the lion, I'm with you. The tiger. You saved me from the tiger, I'm gonna stay with you. And so, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I need Lamar Jackson to get Oso as his agent because Franklin was like, how much you need? Oso was like, I need all of it. I need 14 million. He was like, I ain't got 14, but I got $1 million. He was like, okay, I'll take that. Just make sure you kill. Yeah, Lamar, I need you to do them kind of negotiations.
You need Oso.
I want 200 million. We ain't got that, Lamar, but we got 10. I'll take that just as long as you get me a wide receiver.
Right.
I need Lamar to get on that.
Right. Maybe we could get Oso. Last week I said Percy was going to be his agent, but maybe we need Oso to be Lamar's agent because Oso know how to strike a deal and he strikes it quickly.
You want Percy to call the Costa Loquacious house?
Right.
Costa gonna be like, we gonna give you 5 years, 175. Oh, you a loquacious hoe.
Right. Right. Yeah, so also trying to line it up. But then your boy Teddy, he go to the Russian dude, the little Russian kind of in the closet dude, talking about, yeah, you might want to go ahead before I let your secret out, and I'm gonna kill you if you keep on showing up. You think the KGB guy's like, what? I work for Putin. I do this every day. Well, Putin wasn't around then. Maybe it was somebody else. Gorbachev. Hey, I work for Gorbachev every day. What are you talking about?
I don't think he quite said it like that. I think he kind of said, I work for Gorbachev, right? And we do this. But wait. Wait.
I am not scared of you. I'm with Lenin, okay? And I'm not talking to clothes. 2 circles and a snap. You're not going to do anything to me.
But
I got guns too.
How about that as a scene right out of Heat
Al Pacino and Robert De
Yeah.
Niro meeting up in the coffee shop. But Teddy was like, "Can you make me some coffee?" He was like, "You want me to make you coffee? What the fuck? What the fuck I look like to you?" But he did tell him, "You know, I'll kill you. If I try to come back here, I'm gonna kill you." Right? I'd have shot him right there. Why you
Right.
ain't shoot him right there?
Right. He gonna come up, knock on the door like y'all boys, like, hello. Just like Comcast and all them people when they be in your development trying to sell you stuff or in your neighborhood. I just be peeking out the door. I don't even open the door. I'd be like, if they don't press the Nest little ring thingy and I can talk to them, you ain't getting in.
Exactly.
And so he should. I know they ain't had Nest back then, but he knocking at the door. I've been like,
they had
you
peephole.
Yeah, he looked through the peephole, and I would have been like, oh, that's CIA. Me not home. No one here. Wrong house. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have let Teddy in my house talking about, can I have some Taster's Choice? Yeah, you can have some Taster's Choice, all right. But hey, let him go, and with that. So yeah, man, that's since we only got one show, we ain't really got an hour's worth of material, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed Jerome. But yeah, I mean, this was a super tight show. I mean, I think it's getting suspenseful. I want to see what this outcome is with because it looks like the funeral is going to be tonight. And so I want to see what happens at Jerome's funeral. It looks like Louis is going to be in the warpath, but I don't know who Louis has behind her, because I think everybody that was connected to Louis was because of Jerome.
Well, so I think her and Franklin are going to now, figure out a way to unify back up, because she's going to need the muscle and the protection. And like she said, it's all about you. Everybody look at you. They don't respect me. Right. When they talk to you, they might look at me, look at my, not trying to, do business with me, but she's going to need Franklin, and Franklin's going to need her. And, like she said, she can give him Reed, even though he said, I already got a beat on Reed.
Right.
But no, they need to together, get the family business back together rolling. Now his mom and Lee ain't got to be hiding. Wanda and all them can sit out. Plus, they got another danger coming. Lee going to have to fight off Big Boy that's going to come back and try to kill him. So,
yeah, because with Uncle Rome out the picture, maybe he was the person that was kind of keeping things cool for Lee and for Franklin. And so you're going to have to deal with that. And see what happens in the projects. Hopefully our girl stays away from the crack, and so that's my most important thing of this season. I do not want her to relapse, and I want to see what happens with Sissy, because she's lost 2 men in her life to this game. She lost her husband, and now she's lost her brother, and of course maybe we can say 3, her son, because her son's a kingpin. And so so this is I won't tweet out, y'all. I'm not going to post anything from tonight's episode, so please don't be saying nothing nasty on the All Things Black page.
Hey man, you got something you want to say?
Hey, I want to say this is that it's spring again, and I feel great that spring is here and stuff like that. But I want people to stop. Let's stop shooting each other. Every time I turn on the news, there's like a rash of shootings that's just going on, not only here in our city, but across the country. I'm thinking about those people that were killed in the shooting at the private school out in the Midwest. A young lady who's mentally disturbed. She wasn't supposed to have any weapons. Her parents thought they got rid of the weapons she had. Turned out that she had 7 more weapons hid throughout the house, AR-15 and all those things hid in the house. And she goes to a school that she went to as a child and shoots up the school. And, I guess because we're not going to have gun control, because once you start killing children and nobody cares and you can't pass laws to keep things straight, we're going to keep on having gun violence. And so this gun violence is not only just happening here in our city, we see it every day. It's just happening across the country. And so let's try to do something about it. Let's hold our political people, our political representatives accountable. Let's try to get some laws on the book that kind of curtails this, because I was listening to a show the other day. There have been more school shootings so far this year than several years ago. I mean, it's increasing. We're living in a more violent world, and sometimes we just want to keep it to, oh, it's only happening in this inner cities. But as proof of what happened the other day, it's happening everywhere. And so, you know, let's do what we can to make the world safer for the generations, for not only for us, but for the generations to come.
Yeah, man, and mine is actually going to be kind of a little spinoff of yours. So we talk about all the ills that we have in the world, and especially, we talk about Baltimore a lot. People give us a hard time. Baltimore now has the first dirt in the country
Oh
being
wow!
built.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I think Ben Cardin was helped with it, but I think
Hmm.
they've gotten, I want to say, 2 million. It may be more than that, but they got enough money to build a dirt bike park. So all these guys you see out here, hopefully they'll get on the park and let loose out there. This should actually open up more things. Of course, you want to keep these guys occupied. You want to give them something that they can do, something that they
Hmm.
like. But you never know what else this is going to bring. Dirt bike is an actual profession where people are getting paid. These might start turning around the lives of a lot of these youth and even adults that are out here on these bikes. So you just never know. I just hope something continues to come good out of this. And listen, y'all, your city is trying its best to make some strides towards changing the narrative. It's not going to be overnight, but there are a whole lot of things that are going on. And this spring and summer, please take advantage of some of the things. Start visiting some of the areas. A lot of these things you may not think they're for you, and they may not initially be for you, but they can be for you. A lot of things going on downtown every weekend. In Fells Point, you got Station North. There things that are going on necessarily hear about, but you got to go out there and find them. You can look at them on the internet, but just make sure you support your city, because it's only going to get better, and you don't want it to leave you behind. You don't want to be the last man standing talking about Baltimore ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to do here when it's plenty to do. You just
Hmm.
got to go out and do it. So make sure you
I
keep
agree with
enjoying your
you.
city.
I have to admit, I like when the 12 o'clock boys come up on the regular road and you're sitting at the light and you can't leave. It never bothers me. It seems to
Doesn't
bother
bother me
people.
either. Yeah, it
Doesn't
doesn't bother
bother
me.
me, but I'm glad that they have somewhere to go to practice, because I'm thinking like, wow, this is translatable to one motocross. You can have a career in that. You
Exactly.
could be the next Travis Pastrana and
Exactly.
make billions of dollars off of this. Or you could be a stuntman. A lot of these guys, I mean, they're riding on top, they're sitting and doing wheelies and doing all this stuff.
Exactly.
I mean, so hopefully they also start to connect to careers in this, because that's the translatable thing. You can have a career in riding a dirt bike. And so hopefully this will inspire a new generation of people getting into that.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Shout out to the did some in the chat. We got a few more people in today. Did something in the chat.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat people from
Yeah.
YouTube. Our YouTube page is live every
Okay.
time we broadcast. So make sure you jump on YouTube and check that out. Of course, you can check us out on
We
Facebook.
fancy,
You can
y'all.
check out us on Twitter. We even have a TikTok page that you can subscribe to. I use that a lot
Mhm.
to send snippets of
TikTok
our
is good.
sports podcast. So we have
Mhm.
a sports podcast that comes out every weekend. We did miss last weekend, but we'll be back this
My
weekend.
fault.
Of course, the biggest news is going to be Lamar Jackson. So we're going to give you our opinions on
Twitter
not just Lamar
fingers.
Jackson, but we're going to give you our opinions on the Ravens. So make sure that you're getting it. Who said they're not getting alerts anymore? Send me a message. I'll make sure
Yeah.
I'll make sure
We're
you
gonna
start
take
getting
care of
alerts.
you.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
make
I
sure
want you
all
to get
that.
the. Well,
Yeah,
just get in my DMs, leave your number. I'll make sure you get it. No, I mean I'm talking legit. I'm serious. Don't start no mess. My wife is just angry. Don't start no
Did you
mess.
see the face? Did you see the face?
Yeah,
Sir,
it's like
what are you doing?
you on your own.
Hey, but again, definitely make sure you join us over the weekend. And you get our podcast, and make sure you join us next Tuesday. Make sure you join us next Tuesday when we'll be back to talk about tonight's episode of Snowfall, to catch you up on that. Thank you again for joining us. I want to thank Jerome for being out here and making a special appearance today.
Thank you, Jerome. Thank you.
This is All Things Black with Garland and Calvin. I'm Calvin, the guy right there that was mourning my guy Jerome, and we will talk to you all later. Later, Garland.
See you Saturday, y'all.